Here's something that sounds like an excuse to skip the gym, but it's the exact opposite. This is the real history of exercise, and it starts with a contradiction. Exercise is a surprisingly weak tool for burning fat. In 2012, anthropologist Herman Ponzer studied the Hadza, hunter gatherers who walk, dig, and climb all day, basically, a CrossFit class that never ends. He measured how many calories they burn, and it was about the same as an office worker whose idea of a leg day is walking to the fridge. Work it harder, and your body quietly saves calories elsewhere. But here's the strange part. If exercise isn't really about calories, then what is it for? And why does your body falls apart without it? The answer is 2 million years old, and it's about to change how you think about every walk you take. Rewind 2 million years. You're a human on the savannah, and athletically speaking, you are a joke. No claws, no fangs. On paper, you are an appetizer. But you have two absurd superpowers. One, you sweat. Buckets. You're the sweatiest creature on earth, almost no fur, basically a walking radiator. Two, you never stop. In 2004, biologists Dennis Bramble and Daniel Lieberman showed human body is engineered head to toe for endurance. Stringy tendons, giant glutes, doing nothing as you sit, even a ligament that steadies your head as you run. The result is the most quietly terrifying strategy in nature. You just follow. The animal sprints, you jog. It stops to pant. It can't pant and gallop at once, and you keep coming until it overheats and drops. Your ancestors were basically the zombie of the animal kingdom. Never running, always walking, always right behind you. And they weren't the skinny runners either. They carried heavy loads, dug for food, and climbed all day long. So it was endurance and strength every single day. Remember that. For 99% of human history, there was no such thing as exercise because there was no such thing as sitting still and surviving. You moved or you didn't eat. Then we got clever. Farming turned relentless movement into merely constant movement, and the industrial age invented the office, the machine, and the chair, quietly deleting movement from daily life. And here's my favorite part. In 1818, an engineer named William Cubitt looked at bored British prisoners and built a machine specifically to make them suffer. A giant wheel they climbed for hours, going absolutely nowhere. He called it the treadmill. Yes, that treadmill. For a century, it was a literal torture device. Oscar Wilde was sentenced to it and spent up to 6 hours a day climbing the equivalent of a small mountain. Prisoners called it grinding the wind. It broke him. We engineered movement out of our lives so completely that we had to rebuild it, with a machine originally invented to punish criminals. So back to the mystery. If exercise won't burn the fat, what is it for? Movement was never a calorie tool. It's a signal. For 2 million years, moving meant you were alive. Hunting, foraging, surviving. So your body wired its important systems to switch on when you move and power down when you don't. Sit still for years and your body assumes the mission is over. Scientists call this evolutionary mismatch. Ancient biology on a modern hardware. And it's the hidden engine behind diseases our ancestors rarely got. Heart disease, type 2 diabetes, even a physically shrinking brain. Move and you flood your brain with chemical called BDNF. Basically, fertilizes for your neurons that grows new brain cells, sharpens memory, and lifts your mood. Your best idea showing up mid-walk, not a coincidence. We did our best thinking on the move. So here's how you actually use 2 million years of design. Start with the foundation. Almost everyone is missing. Walk. Constantly. It's the everyday signal your body is starving for. The persistence hunter's baseline. It's free and you can start in the next 5 minutes. Take the stairs. Carry your own groceries like the load-bearing ape you are. Stand up every half hour so your body doesn't file you under mission complete. But walking is the floor, not the ceiling. Remember, your ancestors also lifted, hauled, and climbed every day. That's the gym. Strength training isn't vanity, it's the other half of your ancestral programming, and the single best thing you can do to keep muscles, protect your bones, and stay strong as you age. A 2022 review over 100 studies tied muscle strengthening to a 10 to 20% lower risk of early death. Walking tells your body it's alive, the gym keeps it strong. Do both. So here's the truth worth tattooing somewhere. You're not lazy. You're a world-class endurance hunter who got handed a chair, and the programming is still in there, waiting. 200 years ago, we built a machine to punish people with movement. The cruel joke, the real punishment was taking the movement away. So take it back. Walk today. Lift this week. And give your body the one thing it spent 2 million years asking for. Subscribe if you want science that actually changes how you operate. I am Illuminate. See you next week.